Listen to me very carefully. Do not scroll away. What is happening tonight, on September 7th, and what will culminate over the next 48 hours, is not just a celestial event, it is a cosmic intervention. This is not a normal night. This is not a normal full moon. You are about to witness the most spiritually potent blood moon of 2025. And if you are hearing my voice right now, it is because your soul has a critical appointment with destiny. This is an emergency broadcast for the chosen ones, for the light workers, for the souls who knew, deep in their bones, that a great shift was coming. It is here. The rare 5D spiritual portal is not just opening. It has been ripped open, and the next 48 hours will determine the trajectory of your entire existence. The energies are already pouring in. The veil is thinner than it has been in centuries, and for those who are awake enough to feel it, the world already feels fundamentally different than it did yesterday morning. You may feel a strange humming in your ears, a pressure in your third eye, a deep, unexplainable sense of anxiety mixed with a profound sense of impending liberation. Do not dismiss these feelings. They are your spiritual senses screaming at you that the moment has arrived. This is the final celestial key turning in a lock that has been sealed for millennia, and what comes through this gateway will rewrite reality as we know it. This blood moon, a total lunar eclipse in the mystical, boundless sign of Pisces, is an event of staggering spiritual magnitude. An ordinary full moon amplifies emotions. A lunar eclipse brings fated endings and beginnings, but a blood moon eclipse in Pisces, conjunct Neptune and aligning perfectly with the galactic karmic null point, is a complete dissolution of the old matrix. Imagine your reality, your identity, your limitations, as a complex tapestry woven with threads of past karma, ancestral trauma, and societal conditioning. This blood moon is not here to simply snip a few loose threads. It is here to drench the entire tapestry in a sacred solvent, dissolving the old patterns completely, so that you can weave a new reality from threads of pure, unadulterated source energy. This is why the warning is so critical. For the next 48 hours, you are a walking nexus of creative and destructive power. Every thought, every feeling, every intention you hold is being amplified 1,000-fold and broadcast directly into the quantum field, where it will crystallize into your future timeline. Those who are unconscious, who are trapped in fear, anger, and victimhood, will inadvertently use this immense power to lock themselves into denser, more challenging realities. But you, the one who was guided here, are being given the codes to consciously co-create your highest destiny. You are being called to step into your power as a master manifester, a sovereign being of light. Let's be clear about who this message is for. It is not for everyone. Many will watch this blood moon, admire its beautiful reddish hue, and go to bed, waking up tomorrow feeling perhaps a little more emotional than usual, but utterly oblivious to the monumental shift that has occurred on the energetic planes. This message is for the ones who have been seeing the numbers 1111, 444, 777, 999. It is for the ones whose dreams have become intensely vivid, prophetic, or filled with symbolic messages you can't quite decipher. It's for the ones who feel a profound sense of alienation from the old world, a deep knowing that you no longer belong to the systems of control and limitation. You have been feeling like a stranger in a strange land, because you are a pioneer of a new earth, and your internal frequency has been calibrating for this very moment. This blood moon portal is your gateway home. It is the energetic bridge from the 3D world of separation and fear into the 5D reality of unity consciousness, unconditional love, and instantaneous manifestation. The physical symptoms you may be experiencing, the heart palpitations, the sudden waves of grief or joy, the feeling of being electrically charged, the deep fatigue followed by bursts of manic energy, are not signs that something is wrong with you. They are signs of ascension. Your physical body is undergoing a radical upgrade, your DNA is being activated, and your cellular structure is being recalibrated to hold a higher quotient of light. You are literally becoming a new human. The energy of Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac, is the energy of completion, of surrender, of merging with the divine. It is the cosmic ocean from which all life emerges, and to which all life returns. This eclipse is plunging you into this ocean. It is forcing you to let go of everything you thought you were, your job, your relationships, your identity, your pain, and to simply float in the boundless potential of the universe. This is terrifying for the ego, which clings to control and definition. The ego will scream at you to hold on tighter, to resist the change, to fear the unknown. This is the great test of this portal. Can you surrender? Can you trust that in letting go of the shore, you will not drown, but will instead be carried by a divine current to the exact destination your soul has been yearning for? The Virgo sun, sitting in direct opposition to this Pisces moon, is asking you to ground this mystical experience in the physical. It's not enough to just feel the energy, you must embody it. You must take practical steps to cleanse your life, to purify your vessel, to create sacred space for this transformation to occur. This is not a passive event, it is an active co-creation between you and the cosmos. The universe is providing the raw, untamed fifth-dimensional power. It is your job to be a worthy and willing conduit. The next 48 hours are your final exam and your graduation ceremony, all rolled into one. Do not take this lightly. The path you choose tonight and tomorrow will echo for eternity. This portal operates outside of linear time. It is a quantum vortex, where past, present, and future converge. As this gateway widens tonight, you may experience what is known as a timeline collapse. Memories from deep in your past, even from past lives, may bubble to the surface with startling clarity and emotional intensity. You might suddenly understand the karmic root of a lifelong struggle, or a repeating pattern in your relationships. People from your past may suddenly reappear, either in your dreams, your thoughts, or even in physical reality. Do not be alarmed. This is the universe offering you an opportunity for soul retrieval and karmic completion. These are not random occurrences. They are fragments of your own energy returning to you for integration and healing. Your task is to observe them without judgment, to thank them for the lessons they taught you, and to lovingly release them, forgive them. More importantly, forgive yourself. This blood moon is a cosmic absolution. It is a divine reset button that can wipe clean the karmic slate, but only if you are willing to let go of the stories of blame and shame that have kept you chained to the past. The freedom you are seeking is on the other side of radical forgiveness. This is your chance to sever the energetic cords that have been draining your life force for years, perhaps for lifetimes. It is a sacred extraction of everything that is not in alignment with your soul's true frequency. If you can feel the truth of these words vibrating in your heart, if you recognize the divine timing of this message reaching you right now, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and connect with that inner knowing, that ancient part of you that has been waiting for this. Affirm your participation in this grand awakening. Right now, go to the comments and type "I am awakes" to anchor your consciousness into this powerful 5D frequency, and signal to your higher self and your spirit guides that you are ready to receive the downloads and activations of this sacred portal. This process of dissolution and recalibration is intensely personal, yet it is also a collective event of monumental importance. As a chosen one, you are not just undergoing this transformation for yourself, you are an energetic acupuncture point on the body of Mother Earth. As you heal, as you raise your frequency, you send ripples of healing and light throughout the entire collective consciousness. You are a grid worker, and your personal process is a sacred service to the planet. This is why you have felt so much pressure, so much weight. You have been transmuting not only your own karma, but also the dense, distorted energies of the collective. This blood moon is a major turning point in that process. It is a mass infusion of gamma light from the great central sun, channeled through the lunar eclipse, designed to purge the planetary grid of archaic control structures and fear-based programming. Your role in the next 48 hours is to be a clear and stable anchor for this new light. This means you must be ruthlessly discerning about what you allow into your energy field. Stay away from the news. Avoid arguments and drama. Do not engage with people who drain your energy or pull you into lower vibrations. Your sensitivity is at an all-time high, and you are like a psychic sponge. You must protect your energy field as if your life depends on it, because in a very real sense, your future life does. The spiritual downloads available during this window are unlike anything we have experienced before. They are not just ideas or inspirations, they are living light codes, packets of consciousness that will unlock dormant abilities within you. You may experience sudden clarity on your life's purpose. A creative project you've been struggling with may suddenly flow with divine ease. You may find yourself channeling information, writing, speaking, or creating art that seems to come from a source beyond yourself. Pay attention to your dreams. Tonight and tomorrow night, the dream state will be a classroom, a healing temple, and a direct line to your higher self. Before you go to sleep, set a clear intention to receive guidance, healing, and clarity on a specific issue in your life. Keep a journal by your bed, and write down everything you can remember the moment you wake up, no matter how strange or nonsensical it seems. The symbols and messages from your subconscious are a direct transmission from the heart of this Piscean eclipse. They are your personal treasure map, guiding you through this profound transformation. Do not ignore them. The universe is speaking to you directly, using the language of your soul. Your only job is to listen. Let's talk about the physical realm, because this is not just an ethereal event. This energetic tidal wave will have tangible effects. Be prepared for unexpected shifts in your physical reality. Sudden endings are likely. A job that is out of alignment with your soul may abruptly end. A relationship built on a foundation of codependency or falsehood may suddenly crumble. Technology might malfunction. Plans may go haywire. The universe is intentionally creating chaos in the old structures of your life to force you onto your highest path. See these disruptions not as problems, but as divine interventions. The universe is closing doors you were too afraid to close yourself. Trust the process. If something falls away, do not cling to it. Let it go with gratitude, knowing that its departure is creating the necessary space for something far more aligned and miraculous to enter. This is a time of subtraction, not addition. You must empty your cup before it can be filled with the nectar of the new reality. The more you resist, the more painful the process will be. The key is to surrender, to flow with the changes, and to hold an unwavering faith that you are being guided, protected, and repositioned for your greatest good. The term blood moon itself is an ancient and powerful archetype. It speaks of sacrifice, of death and rebirth. What is it that must die within you, so that your true self can be born? This moon will illuminate it with ruthless clarity. It will shine a crimson light on your deepest shadows, your most hidden fears, your most ingrained patterns of self-sabotage. Your first instinct may be to turn away, to distract yourself, to numb the discomfort. I am urging you with every fiber of my being, do not look away. Look directly into the heart of your shadow, embrace it. Acknowledge the part of you that feels unworthy, that is afraid of its own power, that sabotages its own happiness. This part of you is not your enemy. It is a wounded child, a lost fragment of your soul that is crying out for love and integration. This blood moon gives you the courage and the compassion to finally bring that lost part home. By integrating your shadow, you reclaim the immense power that has been locked away within it. True power is not the absence of darkness, it is the courage to embrace and integrate all parts of yourself, to become whole. The next 48 hours offer a rare alchemical opportunity to transmute your deepest pain into your greatest power. This is the sacred work. This is the path of the chosen. The architecture of your reality is dissolving as we speak, and the primary agent of this dissolution is the planet Neptune, the great mystic, the dream weaver, which is sitting in a perfect, breathtaking conjunction with this blood moon in its home sign of Pisces. This is a planetary alignment of such profound rarity and power that most astrologers would agree it is a once-in-many-lifetimes event. Neptune is the cosmic anesthetic. It is the divine fog that blurs the lines between worlds, between you and I, between the physical and the spiritual. Its influence during this eclipse is turning our consensus reality into a lucid dream. This is why everything feels so surreal, so fluid, so uncertain. The rigid structures of the 3D matrix are being melted down by this celestial blowtorch of spiritual energy. The rules no longer apply. The law of cause and effect is being suspended, replaced by the law of resonance and synchronicity. What you feel, what you believe, what you hold as your dominant vibration is now the sole determinant of the reality you experience. This is liberating for the awakened soul, but it is pure chaos for the unawakened ego. The ego needs lines, rules, and solid ground. There is no solid ground right now. You are floating in the infinite ocean of potential, and your faith is the only raft you have. This thinning of the veil is not a metaphor. It is a literal energetic phenomenon. The dimensional frequencies are overlapping in a way they normally do not. This is why you may be having experiences that your rational mind cannot explain. You may be seeing glimmers of light or shadowy figures in your peripheral vision. You may be hearing whispers, chimes, or your name being called when no one is there. You might smell a fragrance, like flowers, or a perfume worn by a departed loved one, that has no physical source. These are not hallucinations. You are not going crazy. Your psychic senses, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance are being blasted open by this portal. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, and beings of higher light are closer to you now than ever before. They are attempting to communicate with you, to offer you guidance, support, and reassurance. The challenge is that beings from lower astral realms are also able to pierce the veil more easily. This makes your energetic hygiene and spiritual discernment paramount. You must consciously call in your highest, most benevolent guides and ask for the protection of Archangel Michael and the legions of light. Visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of shimmering, impenetrable golden white light. Do this when you wake up, before you go to sleep, and any time you feel a wave of fear or negativity. You are a sovereign being of light, and nothing can enter your field without your permission. You must remember and claim this authority now. Let's talk more deeply about what is happening to your physical body, because for many of you, this is the most confusing and distressing part of the process. The intense gamma-ray frequencies penetrating the Earth's atmosphere during this eclipse are interacting directly with your DNA. You have been told that most of your DNA is junk DNA. This is one of the greatest lies ever told to humanity. That junk DNA is your cosmic inheritance. It contains the dormant codes for your multidimensional abilities, your full creative potential, and your direct connection to Source. These light codes are activating that dormant DNA. This is a biological cellular level upgrade. The process can be incredibly taxing on the physical body. The ringing in your ears or tinnitus is often the sound of you downloading these new frequency bands. The aches and pains in your joints and muscles are your body releasing lifetimes of stored trauma and dense energy from its cellular memory. The extreme fatigue you feel is because your body is undergoing a complete system reboot, like a computer defragmenting its hard drive and installing a brand new operating system. The sudden waves of nausea or digestive issues are your body purging low vibrational foods and toxins that it can no longer tolerate. The heart palpitations are your heart chakra expanding and recalibrating to hold the frequency of unconditional love. Do not fear these symptoms. Do not rush to a doctor who will only pathologize a sacred spiritual process. Instead, listen to your body. Rest when you are tired. Drink copious amounts of pure filtered water to help flush the toxins and conduct the new electrical currents. Eat light, high vibrational foods, fruits, vegetables, anything that is alive and filled with sunlight. And most of all, be patient and compassionate with yourself. You are a caterpillar dissolving in a chrysalis. The process is messy and uncomfortable, but the butterfly that is about to emerge will be beyond your wildest imaginings. To navigate this intense period, you must create a sacred container for yourself. For the next 48 hours, your home should be your temple. Your bedroom should be your holy of holies. Cleanse your space with sage, Palo Santo, or incense. Play high-frequency music, solfeggio frequencies, 432 Hz music, or the sounds of nature. Place crystals around your home, particularly protective stones like black tourmaline, obsidian, and selenite. Selenite is especially powerful now, as it cleanses your energy field and connects you to the higher angelic realms. This is not the time for casual socializing, for superficial conversations, or for being in chaotic, low-vibrational environments, like crowded malls or bars. You are in a state of profound energetic surgery. You must treat yourself with the same care and reverence as a patient in recovery. Inform your loved ones that you need space and solitude. If they don't understand, do not try to convince them. Simply honor your own needs. Your primary responsibility right now is to your own transformation. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and this eclipse is designed to fill your cup to overflowing, but only if you create the space to receive. The element of water is your greatest ally during this Piscean blood moon. Pisces is a water sign, and water is the conduit for emotional and psychic energy. It holds memory, it cleanses, and it connects all of life. One of the most powerful rituals you can perform is a sacred salt bath. Fill your tub with warm water and add a generous amount of Epsom salts or Himalayan pink salt. These salts will not only relax your muscles, but will also pull dense negative energies out of your auric field. As you soak, set the intention that the water is cleansing you of all that no longer serves you, all fear, all doubt, all grief, all ancestral baggage. Imagine the water becoming dark as it absorbs these energies. When you are done, visualize all of it flowing down the drain, back to the earth to be transmuted. As you step out of the bath, feel yourself lighter, clearer, and renewed. Another powerful practice is to bless the water you drink. Hold a glass of water in your hands and speak loving intentions into it. Say, I infuse this water with the frequency of perfect health, divine clarity, and unconditional love. As you drink it, feel that high vibrational energy permeating every cell of your being. You are, after all, mostly water. By blessing the water you consume, you are blessing yourself from the inside out. This simple act is a profound form of cellular alchemy. Now is the time to activate your intentions and declare your readiness to the universe. You are being watched, supported, and guided by legions of light, who are waiting for your conscious consent. They honor your free will and will not intervene unless you ask. So, I invite you right now, in this powerful moment, to signal your readiness. Go to the comments and type with conviction, I harness this lunar energy. Feel the power in that statement. It is not a passive wish, it is an active claim. It is you stepping into your role as co-creator. You are telling the cosmos that you are no longer a victim of circumstance, but a master of your own destiny, ready to wield the sacred energies of this celestial event for your highest good and the highest good of all. With the immense power of Neptune in play, the greatest test of this portal is the test of discernment. Neptune governs both the highest spiritual truths and the most convincing illusions. During this window, the line between intuition and fantasy will be razor thin. You will be flooded with ideas, feelings, and messages. Not all of them will be from your higher self. The ego, in its desperation to maintain control, can create very compelling spiritual-sounding justifications for staying in old patterns. A lower astral entity can masquerade as a spirit guide, feeding you information that creates fear, confusion, or a sense of spiritual specialness that separates you from others. So how do you discern the truth? The truth always feels like peace. True divine guidance is calm, clear, simple, and empowering. It will never create fear or a sense of panicked urgency. It feels expansive in your body. It makes your heart open. Illusion, on the other hand, is complex, confusing, and often creates a feeling of anxiety, pressure, or righteousness. It contracts your energy field. It feeds the ego's need to be special or to be a savior. Your body is your ultimate truth detector. Before acting on any guidance you receive, tune into your body. Does this feel like love? Does this feel like freedom? Does this feel like peace? Your soul whispers, the ego screams. During these 48 hours, learn to listen to the whisper. This brings us to the concept of timeline jumping. Because the energetic structures of reality are so fluid right now, you have a rare opportunity to make a quantum leap from one timeline to another. Think of timelines as different radio frequencies. For years you may have been tuned into a frequency of struggle, lack, and heartbreak. This blood moon portal is a cosmic event that is simultaneously broadcasting an infinite number of new frequencies, frequencies of abundance, of soulmate love, of vibrant health, of joyful purpose. Your job is to consciously choose which frequency you want to tune into. You do this with your focus, your emotions, and your choices. Every single choice you make in the next 48 hours, what you choose to eat, what you choose to watch, who you choose to talk to, what you choose to think about, is a vote for your future timeline. If you choose to engage in an old toxic argument with a family member, you are voting to stay on the timeline of conflict. If you choose to spend your time worrying about money, you are voting to stay on the timeline of lack. But if you choose to spend an hour in nature, feeling gratitude for the beauty around you, you are casting a powerful vote for the timeline of peace and abundance. If you choose to forgive someone who hurt you, not for them, but to free yourself, you are casting a vote for the timeline of emotional freedom. Be radically intentional. Every moment is a choice point. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. This is not a dress rehearsal. You are live, on stage, in the final act of your old life, and the first scene of your new one. Choose wisely. The universe is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will create. Let us delve deeper into the archetypal energies at play, because understanding the cosmic story being written in the heavens gives you a tremendous advantage. This is not just a random collection of planetary bodies. This is a divine drama, a sacred myth unfolding, and you are the central character. The sun in Virgo stands in perfect opposition to this Piscean blood moon. Virgo is the archetype of the high priestess, the healer, the sacred servant. It is the energy of discernment, of purification, and of devotion to practical, embodied service. Virgo energy asks, how can I be of use? How can I bring order to chaos? How can I perfect this vessel to be a clearer channel for the divine? The opposition to the boundless, formless, mystical Pisces moon creates a profound cosmic tension. It is the axis of healing and wholeness. It is the ultimate integration of spirit and matter, of faith and works, of dreams and reality. The universe is not asking you to float away into a fantasy world, abandoning your earthly responsibilities. It is asking you to bring heaven down to earth. It is challenging you to take the infinite, unconditional love and boundless creative potential you are receiving from this Piscean portal and ground it into your daily life. What does this mean for you in practical terms? It means cleaning your house is a spiritual act. Organizing your finances is a sacred ritual. Eating a healthy meal is an act of devotion to your temple body. This is the Virgoan key. The path to enlightenment is not paved with grand dramatic gestures alone. It is paved with the small, consistent, conscious choices you make every single day. During this 48-hour window, the universe is watching your integrity. Are you walking your talk? Are you aligning your actions with your spiritual beliefs? The portal will test this. You may receive a profound spiritual insight while meditating, only to be immediately confronted with a messy real-world situation that tests your ability to apply that insight. You might feel a wave of unconditional love for all humanity, and then your most annoying relative will call you and push all your buttons. This is not the universe being cruel. This is the integration process. This is the alchemical fire that tempers the spirit. Your mission is to hold the high frequency of Pisces while navigating the mundane demands of Virgo. Can you remain in a state of grace while stuck in traffic? Can you hold your center in the midst of a family drama? Can you bring the peace of the temple into the chaos of the marketplace? This is the mastery you are being called to embody now. Another critical player in this celestial drama is the asteroid Chiron. Known as the Wounded Healer, Chiron is currently in the fiery pioneering sign of Aries, forming a challenging aspect to the Sun-Moon opposition. Chiron represents our deepest, most primal soul wound, the one that we feel can never be healed, the one that makes us feel fundamentally flawed or broken. In Aries, this wound is often related to our right to exist, our sense of identity, and our courage to take independent action. This blood moon is putting immense pressure on this chironic wound. It is bringing it to the surface, not to torture you, but for a final profound healing. You may feel old insecurities and feelings of worthlessness rising up with a vengeance. The inner critic's voice may become deafening, telling you you're not good enough, you're not ready, you're an imposter. This is the poison of the wound being drawn out. Do not believe these voices. They are echoes of the past. Your work is to meet this wounded part of yourself with the boundless, unconditional compassion of the Pisces moon. Wrap it in a blanket of love. Tell it, I see you. I love you. You are not broken. You are a warrior, and your scars are a testament to your strength. By transmuting this core wound, you unlock your greatest gift. The place where you were most wounded becomes the source of your greatest power and your most potent medicine for the world. Your story of healing becomes a beacon of hope for others who are still lost in the dark. This is the sacred alchemy of the wounded healer, and this portal is your initiation. The numerology of this event is also profoundly significant. The date is September 7th, leading into the 8th. The number 7 is the number of the mystic, the seeker of truth, the spiritual initiate. It is the number of introspection, of going within to find the answers. It speaks of the path of solitude and contemplation, of connecting with the divine wisdom that lies beyond the veil of the material world. The energy of the 7 is supporting your inner journey during this time, encouraging you to disconnect from the outer noise and tune into the inner signal. Then the energy shifts into the 8. The number 8 is the number of power, of abundance, of karma, and of infinity. It is the symbol of as above, so below. The number 8 represents the perfect balance between the spiritual and material worlds. It is the number of manifestation, of bringing your spiritual vision into tangible form. The progression from 7 to 8 is the story of this entire portal. You are being asked to go within 7 to connect with your divine truth, and then to bring that truth out into the world, to create a life of infinite abundance and empowered manifestation. 8. This is the hero's journey, encapsulated in a single 48-hour period. You are moving from the hermit's cave to the emperor's throne. Pay close attention to these numbers as they appear in your life over the next 2 days. They are winks from the universe, confirming that you are on the right path. Let's discuss the role of dreams in more detail, as the Neptune-Pisces conjunction makes the dream world the primary stage for the work of this eclipse. Your consciousness is not shutting down when you sleep, it is journeying into other dimensions. Tonight you are not just dreaming, you are soul traveling. You will be attending classes in the astral plane, meeting with your soul family, and clearing karmic contracts in the Akashic records. The dreamscape will be hyper-realistic and emotionally charged. You may have visitation dreams, where departed loved ones come to you with messages of love and support. These are not just memories or wishful thinking. They are genuine energetic encounters made possible by the thinness of the veil. Cherish these moments. You may also have clearing dreams which can be distressing or nightmarish. You might dream of being chased, of fighting, of falling, or of being in old toxic situations from your past. Do not be afraid. Your subconscious mind is using the dream state to purge deep-seated fears and traumas in a safe, contained environment. When you wake from such a dream, do not dwell on the fear. Simply thank your soul for its tireless work in clearing these old energies. A powerful practice is to state, both before sleep and upon waking, I now integrate all lessons, healing and activations from my dreamtime journey with grace and ease. This helps your conscious mind and physical body to assimilate the powerful work you are doing on the inner planes. This gateway is a profound opportunity to connect with and heal your ancestral lineage. You are the culmination of a long line of souls, and you carry their unhealed traumas, their unfulfilled dreams, and their karmic patterns within your own DNA. You may not consciously know their stories, but your body knows, your soul knows. This blood moon in Pisces, the sign of universal connection, is dissolving the veils between you and your ancestors. You may feel a sudden inexplicable wave of grief and not know where it's coming from. It could be the sorrow of a great-grandmother you never met. You may feel a surge of irrational anger. It could be the rage of an ancestor who was wronged. Your healing is their healing. As you clear a pattern of lack or unworthiness in yourself, you are clearing it for 7 generations before you and 7 generations to come. You are the karmic linchpin of your entire family line. This is a tremendous responsibility, but it is also a profound honor. During this portal, take a moment to create a small altar for your ancestors. It can be as simple as a candle and a glass of water. Speak to them. Thank them for the gift of your life. Ask for their wisdom and their support. And then state with love and authority, I now release all ancestral burdens, oaths and contracts that are not in alignment with my highest good. I heal the lineage backward and forward in time. We are all free. Feel the chains of the past dissolving. You are not just healing yourself, you are liberating an entire lineage of souls. If you are feeling the profound truth of this connection, if you can feel the presence of your ancestors and guides gathering around you as you listen to these words, take this moment to honor this sacred contract. Your soul chose this path. Your lineage is counting on you. Go to the comments and declare, I receive this blessing. This is your acceptance of the downloads, the healing, and the divine inheritance that is rightfully yours. Let the universe and the entire spirit world hear your resounding yes. Finally, let us address the shadow side of this Piscean energy, escapism and deception. The immense emotional and psychic intensity of this period can be overwhelming. The temptation to numb out, to escape, will be very strong. This can manifest in many ways: binge-watching television, scrolling endlessly on social media, overeating, or turning to substances like alcohol or drugs. Be vigilant against these temptations. They are traps set by the ego to keep you from doing the real work. Every moment you spend in escapism is a moment you are not consciously participating in your own evolution. The universe is offering you a chalice filled with the elixir of eternal life, and the ego is trying to distract you with a glass of cheap wine. Choose the chalice. The other shadow is deception. Neptune rules illusions, and this eclipse can create a fog of confusion where it's hard to tell what's real. Be cautious of gurus or spiritual teachers who promise easy fixes or claim to have all the answers. Be wary of opportunities that seem too good to be true. Your intuition is your only reliable compass right now. If something feels off, even if you can't logically explain why, trust that feeling. The truth, as we've said, feels like peace and expansion. Deception feels like pressure, confusion, and contraction. This is a time for radical self-reliance. You have all the wisdom you need inside of you. This portal is not about finding an external savior. It is about awakening the master within. Trust yourself. You are far more powerful and far more anciently wise than you have been led to believe. This blood moon is the great remembering. It is the moment you wake up from the dream of separation and remember that you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. Now we must speak of the sacred feminine energy that is being resurrected on this planet through the portal of this blood moon. The moon has always been a symbol of the divine feminine, receptive, intuitive, mysterious, and connected to the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. A lunar eclipse, especially a blood moon, represents the divine feminine in her most powerful and transformative aspect, the dark goddess. This is not an energy of evil or negativity. It is the energy of Kali, of Lilith, of Persephone. It is the fierce, untamed power that destroys what is false in order to create what is true. For centuries, this raw feminine power has been suppressed, feared, and demonized by patriarchal structures that thrive on control and predictability. The result has been a world out of balance, a world that worships logic over intuition, productivity over rest, and domination over nurturing. This blood moon is a planetary course correction. It is a massive influx of divine feminine energy designed to reawaken the sacred feminine within every single being on this planet, regardless of gender. For those who identify as women, this can be a particularly potent and activating time. You may feel a primal rage bubbling up from deep within your womb space, the collective, ancestral rage of generations of women who were silenced, shamed, and stripped of their power. Do not be afraid of this rage. It is a sacred fire. It is the fuel for transformation. Let it move through you. Punch a pillow, scream into the void, dance it out. This is not about blaming men. It is about reclaiming the parts of yourself that you were taught to suppress in order to be seen as a good girl. Reclaim your wildness, your intuition, your sensuality, your right to say no. Your body is a sacred oracle, and this eclipse is recalibrating it to its original divine blueprint. Pay attention to your womb, your cycles, and your creative urges. You are a channel for the Great Mother, and she is birthing a new world through you. For those who identify as men, this is a profound opportunity to heal your own inner feminine. It is a chance to let go of the toxic conditioning that taught you that vulnerability is weakness and that emotions are to be suppressed. This eclipse is inviting you to connect with your heart, to embrace your intuition, and to learn the power of surrender. The new paradigm of masculine energy is not about brute force or domination. It is about the sacred warrior who protects the heart, who holds space with unwavering presence, and who uses his strength in service to love. By integrating your divine feminine, you become not less of a man, but a whole and powerful being. This eclipse is the sacred union, the alchemical marriage of the divine masculine and feminine within each of us, creating the birth of the crested or crystalline consciousness on Earth. Let's create a tangible plan, a sacred sequence of actions for you to follow over the next critical 48 hours. This is your personal roadmap through the portal. First, tonight on September 7th, is for release. This is the culmination of the Piscean dissolution. Your primary task is to let go. Write a letter to the universe, to God, to your higher self, detailing everything you are ready to release. Do not hold back. Write down the fears, the limiting beliefs, the toxic relationships, the patterns of self-sabotage, the old identities. Be brutally honest. When you are finished, find a safe place to burn this letter. As you watch the paper turn to ash, feel these energies dissolving from your being completely and irrevocably. This is a powerful act of alchemical transmutation. Follow this with the sacred salt bath we discussed earlier. As you go to sleep tonight, your intention is simple. I surrender, let go of the need to control, to understand, to figure it all out. Trust that you are being held in the loving arms of the cosmos. Tomorrow, September 8th, as the eclipse energy peaks and begins to integrate, your focus shifts from release to receiving. The void you created last night is now ready to be filled. Begin your day in silence. Before you check your phone or engage with the outside world, sit with yourself. Place your hands on your heart and ask, what does my soul yearn to create? What is the highest vision for my life? Don't think with your mind, feel with your heart. Let images, feelings, and words bubble up from your inner being. This is the voice of your higher self, showing you the blueprint for your new reality. Journal about this vision. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. How does it feel to live this life? What are you doing? Who are you with? What does your body feel like? You are planting the seeds of your future into the fertile, superconductive soil of this eclipse energy. Throughout the day, your job is to hold this vision and to embody the feeling of it already being your reality. This is the key to timeline jumping. You do not get what you want, you get what you are. Act as if your dream life has already begun. Make choices from the perspective of your future self. Would the abundant, joyful, empowered version of you engage in gossip? Would they eat junk food? Would they tolerate disrespect? Embody the frequency of the reality you wish to inhabit, and that reality must by quantum law crystallize around you. The evening of September 8th is for anchoring and gratitude. As the portal begins to stabilize, your final task is to ground the new energies into the earth and into your physical body. Spend time in nature, if you can. Walk barefoot on the grass, lean against a tree, or simply sit and watch the sunset. Feel your connection to Mother Earth. Send your energy down like roots into her core and feel her stable, nurturing energy rising up to support you. This is crucial. Without proper grounding, these high-frequency energies can leave you feeling spacey, anxious, and unmoored. After you have grounded yourself, Perform a ritual of gratitude. Make a list of everything you are thankful for, both in your current reality and in the new reality you are creating. Gratitude is the highest frequency. It is the ultimate amplifier. It signals to the universe that you are ready for more blessings. End your day by holding a clear quartz crystal or any stone that resonates with you and programming it with the energy of your new vision. Hold it in your hands and pour all the feelings of your manifested dream into the crystal. State, I anchor this new reality into my being and into the planetary grid now. Keep this crystal with you over the coming weeks as a physical touchstone for your new timeline. Remember, the effects of this eclipse are not confined to just these 48 hours. This portal is an initiation. It is a cosmic doorway you are walking through, and what lies on the other side is a new chapter of your life, if not an entirely new book. The energies set in motion now will continue to unfold over the next 6 months, until the next eclipse season. What you seed now, you will harvest in the spring. So be patient with the unfolding. The changes may be instantaneous and dramatic for some, while for others, they will be more subtle, a gradual realignment that becomes obvious in hindsight. There is no right or wrong way for this to play out. Trust your unique process. Your soul has a divine timing that is perfect for you. Your only job is to stay committed to the vision you seeded, to continue making choices that align with your highest self, and to trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor in ways you cannot yet see. The seeds have been planted in the quantum field. Do not dig them up every day to see if they are growing. Water them with your faith, your joy, and your continued alignment. As we bring this transmission to a close, I want you to feel the magnitude of this moment. This is not just another spiritual concept. This is your life. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. All the struggles, all the heartbreaks, all the dark nights of the soul, they have all been preparation for this. They have tempered you, strengthened you, and made you into the warrior of light that you are today. You are ready. You are worthy. You are powerful beyond measure. The universe chose you for this mission because it knew you had the courage and the resilience to anchor this new light on earth. You are a divine changemaker, a pioneer of the new humanity. Do not shrink from this calling. Step into it. Claim it. Own it. The world does not need another person playing small. It needs you, in all of your magnificent, authentic, and fully awakened power. This is your final invitation. This is your final call to action. You have received the codes, the warnings, and the guidance. The rest is up to you. Free will is the ultimate law of this universe. You can choose to hear these words, feel a momentary inspiration, and then go back to your old life, your old patterns, and your old limitations. Or you can choose to take this information to heart, to commit fully to your own transformation, and to courageously step through this gateway into the unknown, trusting that you are stepping into the life you were born to live. The choice is yours. The portal is open. Destiny is calling. If you have made it this far, if every cell in your body is vibrating with a resounding yeses, then let us seal this sacred contract together, as a collective of awakened souls across the globe. For the final time, go to the comments and type with all the power and intention you can muster, I am the shift. This is not just an affirmation, it is a declaration. It is your soul's signature on a new contract with the universe. It is you claiming your role as a co-creator of the new earth. And as you do so, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. The journey does not end here. This is just the beginning, and you will need continued guidance and support as we navigate the incredible new world we are creating together. Share this message with anyone you feel is ready to receive it. We are a family of light, and we rise together. Remember who you are. Remember why you came here. The next 48 hours will change everything. Be brave. Be bold. The most extraordinary chapter of your existence is about to begin.